Everyone wants to be fast, but most players are training speed completely wrong. They focus on running harder, not smarter. Real speed isn't about how long you can sprint. It's about how fast you can explode. That first step, that first 3 meters, that's what wins games. In this video, I'll break down the drills, the form, and the mindset that makes you run so fast it feels illegal. Let's get into it. But first, we need to destroy the biggest lie in football. Everyone thinks speed is genetic. You're either born fast or you're not, right? Wrong. Dead wrong. Yes, genetics play a part, but here's the truth that'll change everything. Mbappe's speed stood out even as a teenager, but what really set him apart was how early he learned to use it intelligently. Alphonso Davies was once a winger learning to defend before becoming one of the fastest fullbacks in the world. And Adama Traoré didn't just rely on muscle. He built his explosive pace through years of strength and sprint training at Barcelona's academy. What do they know that you don't? Your body is basically a spring system. Think about it. When you run, you're not just moving your legs. You're loading and exploding hundreds of times. And most players, maybe even you right now, are running with a handbrake on. You're wasting energy in places you don't even realize. Your foot strikes are too heavy. Your arm swing is all wrong. Your core isn't firing properly. It's like trying to drive a Ferrari with the parking brake half engaged. Here's the first secret. Your foot should spend as little time on the ground as possible. Mbappe's foot contact time is under 0.15 seconds when he's at top speed. Most amateur players, over 0.3 seconds. That's literally double. You're spending twice as long on the ground, which means you're braking with every single step. Let me show you how to fix this. Stand up right now. Seriously, stand up. Jump in place. Feel how your foot lands. Most of you are landing heel first or flat-footed. That's the killer. That's what's destroying your speed. Elite sprinters and fast footballers land on the balls of their feet, specifically that area just behind your toes. When Mbappe runs, he's on his toes like a fighter. Light, bouncy, ready to explode. Here's your first drill, the pogo jump. Simple, but absolutely lethal for building reactive strength. Stand tall, stay on the balls of your feet, and bounce up and down like you're on a pogo stick. Keep your legs nearly straight. Don't bend your knees much. All the power comes from your ankles and calves. Do this for 30 seconds. Your calves should be burning. That burn? That's you building the spring system that'll make you rapid. Do this 3 times a week before training. Just 3 sets of 30 seconds. In 2 weeks, you'll notice the difference. But here's where it gets interesting. Speed isn't just about your legs. Not even close. Watch Mbappe's arms when he runs. They're pumping like pistons. Forward and back, never across his body. That's crucial. When your arms swing across your body, you're creating rotation. Rotation is the enemy of straight line speed. You're basically zigzagging even though you think you're running straight. Your arms should drive straight forward and straight back. Elbows at 90 degrees. Hands relaxed, like you're holding a crisp but don't want to crush it. And here's the detail nobody talks about. Your arm on the same side as your front leg should drive back hard. That's what creates the counter rotation that keeps your hips stable. Try this. Run at about 70% speed. Focus only on your arms. Drive them hard. You'll feel faster immediately. It's like finding an extra gear you didn't know existed. Now let's talk about something that sounds boring, but is actually the secret weapon. Hip mobility. Stay with me here, because this is where average players become rapid. Your hips are the engine. Everything else is just transmission. If your hips are tight, if they can't extend properly, you're running with about 60% of your potential power. Mbappe's hip extension, when he runs, is incredible. His leg drives back, so far it looks unnatural. That's not genetics. That's years of mobility work. Here's the test. Lie on your back. Pull one knee to your chest. The other leg should stay flat on the ground. If that bottom leg lifts up, your hip flexors are tight. And tight hip flexors are like having a speed limiter installed on your body. The fix? The world's greatest stretch. Sounds dramatic, but it's called that for a reason. Step forward into a deep lunge. Put your back knee on the ground. Now rotate your torso towards your front leg. Reach your arms overhead. Hold for 30 seconds each side. Do this every single day, not 3 times a week. Every day. In 1 month, your hip extension will improve dramatically. And your speed? It'll feel like you've just installed an upgrade. But we're still missing something massive. Acceleration versus top speed. These are completely different skills. Mbappe is lethal because he's incredible at both. But here's what you need to understand. In football, you rarely run more than 30 meters in a straight line. Most sprints are 10 to 20 meters. That's pure acceleration. And acceleration is about force production. The first 3 steps are everything. Not your 4th step, not your 10th step. Your first 3 steps determine whether you beat the defender or whether they catch you. Watch Mbappe when he explodes. His first step is short and powerful. He's not reaching forward. He's punching the ground behind him. That's the key. You want to push the ground backwards and down. Think about it like you're trying to push through the floor, not reach for something in front of you. Here's your acceleration drill. The resistance sprint. You need a partner or resistance band. Your partner holds you back gently while you drive forward for 5 meters. Focus on those first 3 steps. Short, powerful, aggressive. Rest for 2 minutes. Repeat 6 times. Do this twice a week. Your acceleration will become violent. In a good way. And here's something that'll blow your mind. Your eye line determines your acceleration angle. If you're looking up too early, your body straightens up too early. You lose that forward lean that's crucial for acceleration. For the first 5 meters, your eyes should be focused about 3 meters in front of you. Then gradually lift your gaze as you hit top speed. Now, the thing that separates good from great. Core strength. But not sit-ups, not crunches, not some rubbish of workout. I'm talking about anti-rotation core strength. When you're running at full speed, hundreds of forces are trying to twist your body. Your core's job is to resist that rotation and keep everything stable. Plank variations are decent, but here's what actually works. Palloff presses. Stand side on to a resistance band or cable machine. Hold it at chest height with both hands. Press it straight out in front of you. The band is trying to rotate you. Your core fights to keep you stable. That's anti-rotation. That's what keeps you running straight when you're at top speed. 3 sets of 12 reps each side, twice a week. Your straight line speed will improve because you're actually running straight instead of wasting energy on micro-rotations. But let's get real for a second. All of this means nothing without one thing. Proper recovery. And I'm not talking about ice baths and fancy compression boots. I'm talking about sleep and nutrition. Mbappe sleeps 10 hours a night during the season. 10 hours. Because that's when your body builds the adaptations that make you faster. If you're sleeping 6 hours and wondering why you're not getting quicker, that's your answer. Your body needs time to rebuild those muscle fibers stronger, those neural pathways faster. You can't cheat recovery. Trust me, I tried. And protein. You need about 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. If you weigh 70 kilos, that's roughly 112 to 154 grams of protein daily. That's not optional. That's mandatory if you want to build the muscle that makes you rapid. Chicken, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, protein shakes if needed. Get it in. Here's something else nobody talks about. Running mechanics under fatigue. It's easy to run fast when you're fresh. But football isn't played when you're fresh. It's the 80th minute. You've been chasing shadows for 79 minutes. The defender is tired, but so are you. Who's faster? The one with better running mechanics when they're exhausted. Your homework is brutal but effective. At the end of your training session, when you're absolutely knackered, do 4 sprints of 30 meters. Focus on everything we've talked about. Foot contact, arm drive, hip extension, first 3 steps. This teaches your body to maintain form under fatigue. That's when you become dangerous. Now here's the scientific bit that'll make this all click. Your muscles have different fiber types. Type 1 fibers are for endurance. Type 2 fibers are for explosive speed. You can't really change your ratio of fiber types. That part is genetic. But here's the hack. You can make your type 2 fibers bigger and more efficient. Massively more efficient. Plyometrics. These are explosive exercises that train your nervous system to recruit muscle fibers faster. Box jumps, bounce, single leg hops, depth jumps. These exercises teach your body to produce force rapidly. And rapid force production is literally what speed is. Here's your plyometric circuit. Box jumps, 5 reps. Broad jumps, 5 reps. Single leg bounds, 10 meters each leg. Rest for 3 minutes between circuits. Do 3 circuits, twice a week, not more. Plyometrics are intense. Too much and you'll just get injured. And speaking of injuries, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Hamstring strains, the speed killer. You finally get rapid, then pop your hamstring and you're back to square one. Why do hamstrings go? Because they're trying to decelerate your leg at high speeds. And if they're not strong enough, they tear. The Nordic curl is your insurance policy. Kneel down, hook your feet under something stable. Lean forward as slowly as possible, using your hamstrings to control the descent. This exercise has been proven to reduce hamstring injuries by up to 50%. 50%. 2 sets to failure twice a week. Your hamstrings will hate you, but they'll also become bulletproof. Now here's where we bring it all together. Track work. Once a week, find a track or a straight flat surface. Do a proper sprint session, not just running hard. Structured speed work. Here's the session. 6 sets of 40 meters from a standing start. Full recovery between reps for minutes minimum. You're training your maximum speed, not your fitness. If you're tired on rep 4, you're not running fast enough on rep 4. You're just training tired. Then, for sets of flying 20s. That means you build up speed over 20 meters, then sprint flat out for 20 meters. This trains your top-end speed. Again, full recovery. 3 minutes between reps. Do this session once a week. Not twice. Not 3 times. Once. More speed work doesn't equal more speed. It equals overtraining and injuries. Let's talk about agility for a second. Because speed in a straight line is brilliant, but football isn't played in straight lines. You need to be able to change direction without losing speed. Mbappe does this thing where he dips his shoulder and explodes the other way, and defenders fall over like they've stepped on a banana peel. That's all about center of mass. When you change direction, you need to shift your center of mass first, then your feet follow. Most players move their feet first. That's why they're slow. By the time they've repositioned their feet, the moment is gone. Practice this. Set up 5 cones in a zigzag pattern 3 meters apart. Sprint through them, but focus on dropping your shoulder and leaning into each turn before your feet move. Your body leads, your feet follow. Do this 10 times. Time yourself. You'll get faster each week. Here's the mental side that nobody discusses. Confidence. You can have perfect mechanics, but if you don't believe you're rapid, you won't be. Your brain is a limiter. It protects you from injury by holding you back. You need to teach your brain that running fast is safe. Start every sprint session with a few easy accelerations at 70%, then 80%, then 90%, then full gas. This progressive warm-up tells your nervous system that we're building up safely. Your brain relaxes. Your speed increases. And visualization. Sounds weird, but it works. Before bed, mentally rehearse yourself running past defenders. See yourself hitting top speed. Feel the wind. Hear the crowd. Your brain doesn't know the difference between vivid imagination and reality. You're literally creating neural pathways that make you faster. One more crucial element. Running uphill. Hill sprints are absolutely savage for building acceleration power. Find a hill with about a 15-degree incline. Sprint up it for 10 seconds. Walk back down. That's 1 rep. Do 8 reps, once a week. The hill forces you into the correct acceleration angle. It builds your glutes and hamstrings. It improves your cardiovascular system. And when you run on flat ground afterwards, you'll feel like you're running downhill. It's like training with a weighted vest, then taking it off. Now, let's address the question you're all thinking. How long until I'm rapid? Honestly, if you do everything in this video consistently, you'll notice a difference in 2 weeks. You'll feel lighter on your feet. Your first step will be sharper. In 6 weeks, your teammates will notice. In 3 months, you'll be a different player. But here's the catch. Consistency. You can't do this for 2 weeks, then skip a month, then come back. Speed development needs consistent stimulus. 3 to 4 sessions per week. Every week. for months. That's how you build real speed that stays with you. And here's your weekly structure. Monday, plyometrics and sprint drills. Wednesday, hill sprints and core work. Friday, track work. Saturday or Sunday, match or rest. Tuesday and Thursday, technical football training. Rest when you need to. If you're sore, take an extra day. Smart training beats hard training every time. One final thing before we finish. Footwear matters more than you think. Mbappe wears extremely lightweight boots. Every gram counts. If your boots weigh 300 grams and mine weigh 200 grams, I'm carrying less weight with every step. Over a 90-minute match, that's thousands of steps. The difference is massive. You don't need expensive boots, but get the lightest ones you can afford. And make sure they fit properly. Blisters and hot spots will destroy your running mechanics because you'll compensate for the pain. So there it is. The complete blueprint for running so fast it feels illegal. Foot contact time under 0.2 seconds. Arms driving straight, not across. Hip mobility every single day. First 3 steps short and powerful. Core strength for stability. Plyometrics twice a week. Track work once a week. Hill sprints once a week. Proper sleep and nutrition. Confidence and visualization. This isn't theory. This is exactly what I did. This is exactly what works. And if you actually do this, not just watch the video and forget about it, but actually implement this into your training, you'll become rapid. You'll beat defenders you couldn't beat before. You'll create chances from nothing. You'll be the player everyone's worried about. The only question is, are you actually going to do it? Because 95% of people who watch this won't. They'll nod along, think it sounds good, then do nothing. Don't be that person. Start today, not tomorrow. Today. Your first step is literally a pogo jump. Right now, 30 seconds. Go. And if you want to prove to yourself that you're serious, drop a comment below telling me which drill you're starting with today. Because writing it down makes it real. And when you're flying past offenders in 3 months, come back and let me know. See you at the top.